There are times in life, moments we cannot rush through, problems we cannot outthink, and battles we cannot win by sheer force. Sometimes the only way forward is to stop, to step away from the noise, to step into the silence we've spent years running from. Tonight, I will tell you the story of Cassandra Lynn, a name whispered in courtrooms, feared in boardrooms, admired in newsrooms, envied by those who wanted her sharp mind, her iron will. She was a titan, a defense attorney with a perfect record and a reputation carved from granite. A woman who didn't bend, didn't break, didn't blink. But even granite cracks when you keep pounding the same spot. Let me take you to the day it all shattered.
Objection, Your Honor. Irrelevant.
Her voice echoed through the courtroom. Then everything blurred. The ceiling swam. The judge's gavel sounded like thunder. A colleague's voice, distant, frightened.
Cassandra! Cass, sit down.
She didn't. She couldn't. She fell. Just like that, her world turned to black. When she woke up, the fluorescent lights buzzed overhead. The steady beep of a heart monitor filled the room. Her assistant sat by her side, clutching her phone, tears staining her cheeks.
You collapsed. In court. They had to carry you out.
Cassandra tried to sit up, her head pounding.
I'm fine. Just low blood sugar, maybe a little dehydrated.
Her assistant shook her head sadly.
No, Cassandra. This was something else.
The next morning, a car arrived. Not a partner, not a friend. A driver holding an envelope with an address. The Willow Path, a silent retreat. Deep in the woods of Vermont. No phones, no talking, no mirrors. Just you, your breath, and everything you've been avoiding.
This is ridiculous!
Cassandra muttered, stepping onto the gravel path.
I don't need a spiritual detox. I need to get back to work.
The retreat manager, a woman with silver hair and calm eyes, only smiled.
Then, let the silence prove you wrong.
The first few days were agony. No screens to numb her, no cases to strategize, no one to argue with, only the ticking of her mind. But then the dreams began. A barefoot girl, wild and laughing, her hair tangled by the wind, darting between ancient trees. Night after night, Cassandra woke gasping, the girl's laughter echoing in her ears.
Who are you? Why do you look like me?
One morning, as mist curled around the cabins, Cassandra found something tucked beneath her mattress. A journal, initials on the front, CL. The pages were filled with strange memories, not of courtrooms or city streets, but of fields, rainstorms, secret hideouts, entries about a sister named Lila.
We made a promise. We'll always be together, even if no one else believes you exist.
Cassandra stared at the words, her hands trembling.
I don't remember this.
But some part of her did. One misty afternoon, she wandered down a trail, pulled by something she couldn't name. There, perched on a stone, was a crow, silent, watching. And behind it, on the bark of an old oak tree, Lila, carved deep, the letters raw against the wood.
No! No, this is a trick.
But the wind had no lies to offer her, only the truth. Lila wasn't real, not real in the way adults define real. Lila was her, the child she buried, the artist, the dreamer, the one who used to dance in puddles and collect fireflies in jars, the girl who whispered secrets to trees, who believed in magic, the girl who had no place in a courtroom, no armor thick enough for the wars of adulthood. So Cassandra did what survivors do best. She cut her out. She erased her. And now in the silence, she remembered. On the final day of the retreat, guests were invited to speak one truth they had uncovered. One by one they stood. One by one they bared small pieces of their souls. When it was Cassandra's turn, she rose slowly. A dozen pairs of eyes lifted toward her, patient and unjudging. She opened her mouth. She paused, the words thick in her throat.
I remember someone. I thought she was gone forever.
She smiled, not the polished courtroom smile, something smaller, realer.
I'm going to listen to her now.
And she sat back down, her heart lighter. Her armor cracked, but for the first time, she didn't mind. The Four of Swords asks us to retreat, not in weakness, but in wisdom. It is not the card of defeat. It is the card of restoration. We all carry battles within us, grudges, old wounds, dreams we've buried to survive. But not every fight is meant to be fought forever. Some are meant to be surrendered, so we can finally hear the quiet voice we've silenced for too long. The voice that says, "Come home." And now I ask you, what part of yourself have you buried just to survive? What laughter did you silence? What dreams did you leave behind? And is it time to listen to them again? If you felt something stir within you tonight, don't scroll past it. Don't brush it off. Take 10 minutes, sit in the silence, and write a letter, not to your future self, but to the version of you who never stopped believing. Tell them it's safe to come back. When you're ready, step across the threshold. There's a seat waiting for you at the table of your own truth. Until next time, rest well, brave soul.